Hey everybody, it's Atheist for the Cause here with another article review for you. This one is about Jason Chaffetz as he left Congress and he went to Fox News. So this was rumored to everybody pretty much knew it was gonna happen, but it officially happened. So basically, outgoing Representative Jason Chaffetz, Republican, Utah. He's a very high-ranking guy. He did a lot of the oversight stuff and on the investigations, and it's going to be interesting. Now Trey Gowdy is taking his spot, so it'll be interesting. Trey Gowdy is really competent as well, but this is definitely a loss for the Republicans. But he is signed on with Fox News as a contributor, effective one day after he resigns from Congress this week. Chaffetz, former chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, who oversaw the investigations into the IRS targeting of conservative nonprofit groups and the death of a U.S. ambassador in Benghazi, Libya, will offer political analysis on Fox News Channel and Fox News Business Network's daytime and primetime programs, according to a release from the network. Chaffetz, who in May announced he was leaving Congress to spend more time with his wife and family, officially resigns from Congress Friday and starts his role with Fox Saturday. Not wasting any time, holy cow. Chaffetz already makes frequent appearances on the network. The 50-year-old Chaffetz had let the possibility of a contract with Fox open to speculation, and his decision not to finish his current term fueled speculation about the reasons behind his abrupt departure. It is kind of interesting. It's hard to figure out, but I might have an idea. For those that would speculate otherwise, let me be clear that I have no ulterior motives, he said in Facebook post, first announcing his decision not to seek re-election. I am healthy, I am confident, I would continue to be re-elected by large margins. Some viewed Mr. Chaffetz's position as chairman of the oversight panel as a difficult one. With the Trump administration in power, the role of Chaffetz's committee is to ferret out waste, fraud, and abuse in the federal government. And as concerns over Russian President Trump's vast business ties loom, the committee's ranking membership representative Elijah Cummings and other Democrats have called on him to probe the administration more aggressively. It's come on, CBS. It's come out now. The gig is up. You know, it's effectively that the Russia narrative is complete bogus. CNN heads admit it on tape. Project Veritas. 2 words for you, CNN. Project Veritas and CBS. 2 more words for you. American Pravda. You have been destroyed. The Russian narrative has been destroyed. Representative Trey Gowdy, Republican of South Carolina, was selected to take Chaffetz's place as oversight chairman. Chaffetz told The Hill in an interview published this week that he thinks members of Congress, many of whom sleep in their offices, should receive a $2,500 monthly stipend for housing in D.C., one of the most expensive housing markets in the country. I have an idea. How about after the masses get, proper health care, with almost nobody without coverage, and, it being a reasonable health care, then you can get your stipend, given that you already get, a reasonable salary. So, I don't agree with that stipend idea at all. Now, I wouldn't mind putting up some housing specifically for our representatives in Congress. I mean, if there's a housing problem, just build some houses. There's got to be a way to do it. So why is Representative Chaffetz really leaving Congress? That's the big question. 5 possibilities that he may be keeping hush-hush. I found this article interesting because it's, it's not really a national article. It's from the Salt Lake Tribune, and a lot of times they have good insight because he's from Utah, so a lot of times these local papers will have a good insight. So Representative Jason Chaffetz is leaving Congress on June 30th, he says, because he wants to spend more time with his family. I knew from day one that my service there would not last forever. I don't buy it's the family. If it was just that he wanted to spend more time with his family, he would have carried out his term. The fact that he went out early, like he went for re-election, and then suddenly he's like, nah, I'm gonna get out early. I mean, unless there was something like critical with a family member where someone was dying or something, that's possible. But I don't think that it's just he wants to spend time with, family without there being a serious issue. I knew from day one that my service there would not last forever. His abrupt decision to not run for re-election, followed by an announcement that he was resigning early, has befuddled some Utah residents and political watchers. After all, he was just elected to a 5th term in November. Now, this shouldn't be problematic for the Republicans in terms of seats, because this is Utah. They should be able to elect a Republican rather easily to take his spot. There could be several reasons Chaffetz made the move that he's not publicly saying. No way to win. Chaffetz, as chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, is charged with investigative wrongdoing across the federal government, a job he relished when President Barack Obama was in office, but that gig has become a challenge now that President Trump is in the White House. I don't buy this at all. I mean, he can handle it. I think he likes the challenge, and I just I don't understand why he would run away. And again, just he could have just played out his term, but he left early. There has to be a reason he left early. As a fellow Republican, Chaffetz either had to launch probes into Trump's conduct, alienating a core GOP base Chaffetz needs, or look like a lapdog unwilling to put country over party. By leaving office and the chairmanship, Chaffetz is no longer in the untenable spot. I don't actually agree with how they're setting this up. People pretty much know the Russia narrative is BS now. And there are plenty of Democrats that are being investigated right now. So it really has nothing to do, the investigations into Trump or Russia and all of that, and other Republicans, most of that has passed. Follow the money. Chaffetz worked in the private sector now this one is one that I think is a real possibility. It makes a whole lot of sense. And well, say more after this. Chaffetz worked in the private sector for the first part of his career before running John Huntsman's gubernatorial campaign and later serving as his chief of staff. He joined Congress in 2009, and while Chaffetz is probably better off financially than many Utahns, he is not as rich as many of the House counterparts. Get this. Chaffetz's average net worth hovers around $500,000, while the House average is $6.8 million. $500,000, that is really not that much for, a leader of the country. By shifting to the private sector, Chaffetz could rake in a lot more money than staying in Congress. Higher aspiration. Oh, and so, one thing that would make a lot of sense is Fox News might want him for the 2018 midterm elections. They might have wanted him not to play out his entire term, and they might want him right now. And, so they might have pressured him to leave early and give him, more money. to leave early. I mean, some of these people are getting 20, 25 million, and his average net worth is 500,000. So, you know, it makes a lot of sense to leave Congress to go to the media. Higher aspirations. Chaffetz has ruled out running for any seat in 2018, ruling out a potential bid against Senator Orrin Hatch, but he's left open the possibility of running for Utah governor in 2020. Governor Gary Herbert isn't likely to seek re-election, but there are others eyeing the spot, including Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox and businessman Josh Romney. Returning to Utah, Chaffetz would have more time to spend gearing up for the race for the governor's office. And that one makes some sense. Again, I don't think he would have had to leave early, though, for that, to be honest. But if he wants to go for the gubernatorial race, that makes a lot of sense. He'd be really good at it because, I mean, investigations and are what he's really good at, but he's also a really good manager. And if he wanted to get, you know, experience to become a presidential candidate someday, being a governor is actually one of the best stepping stones to becoming president. So a governor is literally like a mini presidency. Instead of running the country, you're running a state. That's pretty much set up like the country is. So then there's a scandalous. While there are plenty of rumors flying around about Chaffetz leaving for some unsavory reason, no evidence has emerged. Chaffetz has said unequivocally that there's nothing there. I've had more enemas about my background than just about anybody, so absolutely positively no. That's ridiculous. No way, shape, or form, he said. Yeah, I don't think there's any sort of scandal. I mean, and I haven't heard much about, you know, evidence of a scandal either, so. And, you know, if you're in a scandal, by the time that you could resign, like, you're already in it. So stepping down probably would only take power away from him to defend himself. The cot. Chaffetz said he's tired of traveling back and forth to Washington and sleeping on a cot in his office, which he does to save personal money. So, I mean, this kind of goes in with the follow the money. And that may be a driving force. While most members of Congress rent an apartment, buy a home, or grab a spot in a group house, Chaffetz opted to join growing numbers of members who bed down in their congressional offices. It's certainly not a glamorous life, sleeping in a workspace, showering in the house gym, and he gets to leave that behind when he departs Congress. So there's that. That's a little insight into how he was living, why he may have lived, or why he may have left Congress early. I think the money makes the most sense, and he'll be really good on Fox News. He's very charismatic, and he really knows his stuff. He knows the law. I mean, Fox News, and, you know, consider that Fox News just lost Bill O'Reilly. They lost Megyn Kelly. They lost a bunch of they lost the leader of the CEO of Fox News left not too long ago, and Gretchen Wilson and a bunch of other women left. I mean, they've had a bit of a brain drain at Fox, and, you know, he could certainly help fill the void. So anyways, I just thought I'd let you guys know that I guess he didn't quite leave yet. He'll leave in 2 days, and then in 3 days he'll be on Fox. So we'll be signed with Fox. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.